we're gonna make us some fried, delicious sliced potatoes. First thing you want to do, put you some oil in a pan. Don't have to be a lot. Basically just enough to kind of cover the bottom. I usually maybe a eighth of an inch deep. You can put more if you want, but this is the easy way to do it. Then you need you a bag of potatoes. I don't know how, it just depends on how many you want to make. Then you got to peel these suckers. I've already got a few peeled. Peeling's in the sink. Let's peel a few. You need you a potato peeler. One of these things. That's the best, in my opinion. I can really peel potatoes good with this one. When I start doing a potato, first off, I call it capping the ends. That's where I just do this. Ooh, that potato looks pretty bad. I'm going to go deeper with it. Then you go to the other end, and you cap it off. Then, big swipes, where you're in control of the blade. This one's got some, these potatoes ain't very old. We want to get them old black spots out of them, because they gross. Let's see how this one does. The ends, then I see people want to do this crap. Let me see. I like to rinse them off. Gets all the residue off of them. I see people do this crap. Trying to get them to peel like this, you know. Takes forever. Yeah, the way I do it, you're going to go a little bit deeper, but look how fast it is. I don't want to sit around and wait 30 minutes to do one friggin' potato. Man, I can do a potato in no time. Look at that. What is that, 10, 15 seconds? Big potatoes. So here's a little bit bigger one. Cut the ends off. This ain't no way I crap either. This is me doing this. Look at that. Perfectly peeled potato. Let's grab another one. Don't matter if you have a little residue on there.
Skit scat, 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 scally doo, skit scat, scally doo, skit scat, scally doo, go to skit scat, scally doo, skit scat, skit scat, skit scat, scally doo, come skit scat, scally doo.
Look at there. That's a 5-pound bag of potatoes. I did that in about 5 or 6 minutes. Then you want to get you a blade. And you want to slice the potatoes. Now, you can do them however thickness you want. Depends on how long you want to sit there and cook on them. I try to do them as thin as possible. So, I just take this knife. Look at that. Look at that. I gotta go bump these because I get it too full. Don't turn it on yet, by the way. What I'm having tonight, I call these poor man hamburgers. What it is I get these at Wal-Mart. Salisbury steak and gravy. What you gotta do, they're like $4 for 6 patties. You can basically make 6 hamburgers out of them. You gotta preheat your oven 375, throw them in there. I usually just do it for an hour. It says do them for like 55, 56 minutes. I just usually leave them in there for a friggin' hour. Here we go, mama. Okay, well I didn't film that, but anyway, I already put this in there. I used to put onion powder. You can go with onions. Chop up some onions, put them in there, or use onion powder. I didn't have any onions. Then you're going to put some pepper in there. This is pepper in here. Sprinkle some of that in there, just however much you like. Next, you're going to put some salt in there, however you want it salty. I'm actually not going to go with salt. I like to use this Tony Chachere's. It's got salt in it. See, you can see there, sodium. 350 milliliters and a quarter of a teaspoon. So you sprinkle some of that on there. Tony Chachere's. It's got a lot of good stuff in there. Anyway, it's gonna be a little bit spicy. Anyway, then what you want to do is mix it all up. Make sure you got the oil distributed all over the potatoes. Once you get that going, I usually put it on about a medium heat, like right about there, and you can cover it up. You want to keep an eye on it. If it's bubbling doing too much, turn the heat down a little more. Usually I get this to get it going. So I can't actually, you can start it up a little higher. That way it gets it going a little bit quicker. Then just turn it down till it's bubbling, frying basically, but not just going crazy. Because you want to let it kind of cook for a while. Because the things in the oven, the Salisbury steak things, they got to go for an hour. So right now they've only been in there 10 minutes. So I'm going to be cooking this for about 50 minutes basically. So once you get it going, just kind of turn it down on a low, medium heat and let it just get there and cook. And it'll just cook those potatoes down nice and soft. Be really delicious. I'm also going to open up a can of pork and beans with this. Pork and beans, a big can of them is less than $2 for a can of this. Potatoes is less than $4, and the Salisbury steaks less than $4. So less than for about $10, you can actually make yourself 6 hamburgers. 6 regular hamburgers. You put pickle, mayonnaise, lettuce, mustard, all that junk on your hamburger, whatever you like on your ketchup, whatever you like on your hamburger. Just make it just like a regular hamburger, and get you some of these fried potatoes. Like I said, I don't know if this is enough. 5 pounds. It would probably feed a family of 6, as long as a few of them are kids, or you're not giving them a ton of potatoes. But I always like to say this feeds at least 4 people, 3 men. That way you get 2 hamburgers apiece. At least 3 men, 3 servings of that. One of these big cans of pork and beans. You got yourself a freaking meal, man. For a king, man. For a king. So we'll see what it looks like when I get done. That's a cooking. Now, make this meal even more delicious. We're going to open up a can of maple cured bacon beans, man. Pork and beans. Look at them delicious babies. Dump them in your pot. Plop. Yeah. Yum, yum. Whoops. Yum, yum. We're going to top this off with even something more delicious. And that's going to be a can of hot, spicy Vienna sausages. Look at that. Look at that smoothness. That's some delicious stuff there, Buttercup. So what you want to do, you want to take your wieners out. Because you don't want to dump them. You want to chop them up, So we're going to make these into beanie weenies. What's there left? See, there's some delicious sauce in the bottom. Dump that deliciousness right in there with them beans. Now you want to cut your wieners up. Just cut them up whatever size you want. You know, however you want to do them. I usually just kind of just chop them up into whatever, you know, small pieces. That way it incorporates better into the beans, man. Just slice them up however you want to do it. Sizes, it don't matter. As long as you get them wieners in there with the beans, man. Like I said, the smaller, that way you get some wiener. Get some wiener with every bite. Look at that. Look at all them. Look at all them chunks of wiener. Yeah, look at that deliciousness. Oh yeah. Oh boy. I'm about to just go insane looking at them. You know what? I gotta eat one of them right now. Oh man, that's good. I'm over here and dump them delicious morsels. Listen, come on off there, big boy. We want every last one of you on there. There, come on. There we go. Every last morsel in there. Now give them a little toss. Now, if you're using regular beans, you know, like you ain't got no just regular pork and beans, you're gonna want to add you some. Barbecue sauce or something in there. A lot of times I'll put barbecue sauce and honey. Actually, I am going to add a little bit of honey. You can also add some brown sugar to them if you want to. Give you a nice little helping of honey in there. And I go ahead and add a little more pepper in there. You can also add some onion powder in there if you want to. Now you put them on the stove, whatever kind of stove you got. Put them on low to medium. Might want to up it a little bit to get them going. Once you get them bubbling a little bit, you can turn it down, let them sit there and simmer. But right now we're gonna put it up a little bit. We're gonna bit it where it gets going. Yeah, yeah boy, yeah boy.